That's James's dinner for today. And we're going to talk probably not about Sarah McLauchlan much, but just in comparison with Taylor Swift, Life of a Showgirl. And then A Christmas Carol got the top of the stack against these other movies. And I don't know how much time we'll have to talk about those, but here I'll show you just for a minute. This is how we analyze Taylor Swift's lyrics. So I charted out how she sings the things with the accent, and so the lines up are the strong accents, but James does it so he actually does a stronger accent, so the two lines are the strongest of the accents anyway. And then there's the rhymes, the rhyme scheme, and rhyme. So you can see, anyway, that's how I did that, and then that's how I did this one. So, and this one, surprisingly, is more of a mess, Life of a Showgirl, than The Fate of Ophelia. And I'll talk about that in a minute, because the rhythm, yeah.
Because in terms of continuity,
I know,
sensibility and sensibleness, it's the Life of a Showgirl is a little more together.
yeah. So James was asking me when I was, we were talking about how these Taylor Swift lyrics, they're not only written by Taylor Swift. There are two other people in here. I can look that up in the case if you want me to, but you can look it up too. So what I would recommend you do right now is split the screen. So make the window that you're watching me in smaller, and pull up another window with the song lyrics to The Fate of Ophelia, because we're going to be talking about them now. And I already showed you the rhyme, how like I've mapped out the rhymes and how we've mapped out the rhythm. And so I'm just going to talk about where she got it wrong, and then I'm going to move to actually analyzing the song beyond the incorrect rhythm. Beyond the rhyme and rhythm scheme. So, right before you lit my sky up, that's how she says it. Sky, no, yeah. And I don't know if that's right. Do you think it should be sky, or should it be up? Lit my sky
right
up.
Before you lit my sky up. Before you lit my sky up. It could be either. Yeah.
Some of these, I mean, if you can get away with it, then whatever, right? And some you totally can. So, I sat alone in my tower. You were just honing your powers. So she gets the accent, and you should get the accent. And there's no, I don't think James would
just know.
Yeah, it's some things are just
wrong. You say that in an argument or something like that.
I don't know. I don't
you
know.
You were. So, you see what I'm saying? It would be like, I wasn't showing. You were showing. You see how
Oh,
that
yeah,
is?
You're right. You would say it that way if you were in an argument. So, now I can see it all. Now should get the accent, not I. I'm going to go a lot faster than this, James, so if you want to follow along, you're going to have to do it.
I can't remember this
The eldest daughter of a nobleman, when she sings it, she gives daughter 3 syllables. And that's, of course, not right. But love was a cold bed full of scorpions. Bed should get the accent, not cold.
Yeah.
Pulling me into the fire. In gets the accent, not to.
To the fire, no.
It's ridiculous. 'Tis locked inside my memory. 'Tis sucks.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do that.
These archaisms, like if you're going to do archaism, do it all the way through. You know, but it's been done before. Spencer
and I realized
did it before
that she
Shakespeare.
Probably thought, well, she can get away with it because she's talking about Ophelia here, right? But no,
well,
just don't do it.
Well, if you do it
through.
consistently and get all your vocabulary that way. John Keats kind of did that in Eve of St. Agnes, which is kind of like a dream or something like that, and it's set in medieval times. When he used archaisms elsewhere, no. Well, he was writing 200 years ago, but he was writing archaic stuff that would date from before Shakespeare's time.
Okay, so no longer drowning in deceit. No gets the accent not long. And with me, I'm not as much of a stickler about that as James, but that's that. So
Been listening to John Fogerty, folks, and he's not a stickler. He was younger than Taylor Swift. He was a young pup when he was writing his
And well, that's why I'm bringing out Sarah McLauchlan with Taylor Swift too, because we analyzed Sarah McLauchlan's lyrics when she was young, and then the latest album I went through a song. So I will say that I think that Taylor Swift, with this album, she's actually gotten a little bit better. She has a long way to go. But
at this rate,
honestly, when I heard the Fate of the Ophelia on the radio, I was shocked that it was Taylor Swift. I thought, wow, this is as catchy as Gaga. And Taylor Swift's melodies, if you could even call them that, before this album, they were terrible. So she had neither. She had neither melody nor lyrics. But she has looks. She has looks, and she has an ear for assonance and a real desire to use that. But honestly, what she should do, if she wants to improve her lyrics, is just go through and write out blank verse. Don't rhyme at all. No assonance, no rhyme. It's getting Taylor Swift into trouble. Major trouble. It's leading her around. She's chasing the assonance around, and it's leading her all sorts of directions. So she's not sticking with her song, and her songs tend to be way too long.
Oh my
because
gosh.
And it's not good. It's not good. So anyway,
again, listen to John Fogerty, Taylor, if you're listening in. Get the thing over and done with. Know what you're going to say it, and then pull the plug. Move on to the next one.
I heard you calling on the megaphone is stupid. It's just stupid. And
my
to
gosh.
hear that's how you're opening up, it's really bad. So why not? I heard you called me on the telephone. That gives you the same rhythm pattern, and it actually makes sense. It's something somebody might say. Nobody's going to say megaphone. What's that about? And then James said, well, maybe it's like speakerphone. Maybe like I hear you calling on the speakerphone or something like that. But anyway, she switched tenses right away after that. So would it be easier to stick one way or the other? But I understand she did this because you want to see me all alone. Or she can't say you wanted to see me all alone. So she can't keep that past tense. So what do you do there,
she
right?
keeps that for the rhythm.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I don't know why that's even in this song. I'll get to that. So, why is he a pyro? Ophelia had nothing to do with a pyro. Light a fuse to watch things blow up, not a match. Besides, the rhyme's bad. Blow gets the accent, but pie in pyro gets the corresponding accent. So she would have been better off using fire, shared assonance with pyro. So you light the match to watch the fire. If he wants to see her all alone, why is she glad that he came for her? Why did he come for her? I guess he wants to see her alone, but is that something she wants to be glad about or whatever? Oh, yay, you came to see me at my lowest hour or whatever. Okay, so me, myself, and I, the land, the sea, the sky, your hands, your team, your vibes, a chain, a crown, a vine. These lists don't seem to have anything to do with each other or the meaning of the song, which is sprawling anyway.
So
they're just added clutter for the shared chimes and for, groups of threes, right?
It's not even rhymes, it's just chime, like assonance, basically. Doing lists are
the
easy.
chain and the vine, okay, I can see those, but the crown? That's
What does
really
that
a
have to-
stretch.
So that was
So-
tying up using
Yeah,
them?
that was pulling her into the fire with a chain, a crown of vine, and I don't know about that crown.
It's a different kind of crown.
Maybe a
it's-
snake, and then that might have a reason for the venom in the song, which that has no reason to be there. So,
Well, she's talking about a scorpion, isn't she? So you could say.
yeah, but why is that
we
even
usually
there?
say scorpion poison. We
She was
wouldn't
in a
say-
tower. Why? Ophelia wasn't in a tower, was
So
she?
far as I can't remember
Why
that.
and how
Maybe
was
she knows that story
was he
better than I.
honing his powers? Why? What powers? To burn things? Why late one night? That just was in there. I don't know why. Late one night. I have no idea why. She was in a grave. I thought she might have drowned in melancholy. Was she buried alive? Why did he dig her out of her grave if he wanted to see her all alone? Ophelia drowned herself. That's the fate of Ophelia, right? So then she has this drowning stuff going on in her song. But why keep it 100? What could this possibly have to do with the song? Why pledge allegiance? The sleepless night, he's been dreaming of presumably sex, but then the sentiment ends with the fate of Ophelia. So what the? Ophelia had nothing to do with scorpions or venom,
So
right?
far as I can
So
remember.
why is this here? I mean, that would have had more to do with, but not the scorpions, but the venom, like poison, right, with Hamlet.
Hamlet was.
But not her.
Now, Hamlet he used a lot of imagery. He might have mentioned a scorpion somewhere or whatever. You know, it's, I'm mad north by northwest. That's where Hitchcock got the title, right? So he's not exactly mad. You see what I'm saying? It's due north or whatever. So he has a lot of, I know the difference between, what is it, a hack and a hacksaw or whatever. I can't remember what it is. He's chucking a lot of stuff. So he might have chucked scorpions in there. I'm not sure. Anyway.
Why does he possess a key? What could he need a key for? What's locked inside her memory?
I don't know.
I'm
When
guessing.
I hear that, I'm reminded of, who's that, Melanie. I've got a brand new pair of roller skates. You've got a brand new key. And of course,
Yeah,
Freud
and what
would
does
add
that have anything to do with roller skates? It's very silly. I mean, it's supposed to be something sexual, but it just makes no sense.
Well, I don't
So-
know. Did roller skates have keys? I
No.
can't remember them. Okay.
I'm guessing that she wanted him associated with fire as an opposite of water, drowning. But she didn't make this work, and it would have been hard to make this work, because how can somebody who sets fire be seen as a savior or somebody who's a rescuer or whatever?
Yeah.
Or
It sounds like something. an
fire
anarchist
isn't going
would
to
say.
rescue someone from drowning. It just doesn't make sense. So I don't understand the crown at all. I really had a problem with the crown in the song. It was. I realized that Ophelia was to be married to Hamlet, and
He was
then
to
would
have been
become,
king
Yeah,
in due time. His father
but
was
the
hastened to his
crown
death
just
by
doesn't work.
Hamlet's uncle, and then Hamlet's uncle has Hamlet killed because he knows that Claudius, his uncle, doesn't have a legitimate claim to being the king of
Okay,
Denmark.
so no longer drowning and deceived. When was she deceived? It sounds like she's deceiving herself about this guy saving her now. Her tenses aren't consistent in the
Oh
song.
my God, it was so awful. Keep your tenses consistent unless you got a really good reason for changing them. You start off in past tense, keep it in past tense. You're just whipping them around from one tense to another. You're whipping them around following stupid, it's not even rhymes, but assonant correspondences and stuff like that. Don't be so cruel to your listener. Well, your listener, Taylor Swift, if you're listening in, really doesn't care about your lyrics. I think they just get swept away with whatever.
And Ophelia, since she was lined up to be queen, presumably to marry Hamlet, then was she living in fantasy?
I don't think so. Like what's going on there?
Rapunzel was in a tower, maybe a princess. Ophelia wasn't a princess or locked in a tower. I don't know.
She couldn't have been a
So-
princess. She wouldn't be allowed to marry Hamlet, you know.
If he's pulling her from, presumably, from purgatory into the fire, isn't he pulling her into hell? So it's like from the frying pan into the fire. It's just not good. Is the fire locked inside her memory? Is she locked inside her own memory? Hamlet was pretending to be crazy because he didn't want to be killed by his uncle like his dad was. So, when, like, locking inside the memory, I gotta find that here. So, before that, right before, whatever you're looking at locked inside the memory, whatever it's right before, then usually that's what you would be referring to, right? If it's, anyway, just something to think about. So,
I think she was mixing up Ophelia with a lady of Shalott,
I don't
who
know.
kind of, I get the impression she killed herself. She went out on a boat, right?
Oh, yeah, she did, that's right.
And
Lots of
I
drowning
think
women.
she was looking through a mirror or something like that out of her tower. I can't remember the total story.
Now, this album, the rest of the songs, like it starts out with The Fate of Ophelia, and that's really catchy. And until you look at the lyrics and you're like, oh dear.
Eee.
And really, honestly, James was asking me, how would you save this? And I said I wouldn't. What I would do is, if I were working with her, like I felt for these guys that are two people that are working with her, making the songs, creating these songs. Because I thought, man, it would be tough to have to slog through to try to make a song out of what she would present. Because if this is the end product, what the three managed to come up with, wow. So I said, what I would do is just say, okay, give me some concept for a song. And I'd get details from her, and then I'd just write it.
Ghostwriting.
And yeah, and then, because I'm sure these guys that are helping her write her songs, they're thrilled. They're making money every time the album's selling and whatever, right? So, anyway.
They get a chance to write with other people and stuff like that.
Sure.
Now, some people like that, like Hank Ballard or some guy like that, helped out or tried to help out Alanis Morissette way back in the day.
Yeah.
One of the biggest selling albums of the 90s. And he didn't hold her feet to the fire.
So
when it
track
came to
number 4,
accents.
the only one that has another writer in it is track number 4, Father Figure, and that's George Michael. Because she really ripped off quite a lot.
The Blue
And so
Jay
she
up
had
there
to,
is
and
shot.
luckily he's already dead, so he didn't have to hear this. He's rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
Poor George Michael. Yeah.
She took much of a hit photocopier. She took much, I don't know, ripping off rhymes from the past. Wood sounds too much like Hold On. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, and something else I can't put my finger on right now. She doesn't improve the music, she
Rips off.
kind of, you know. Weird Al was at least funny and honest about it. So,
Yeah, he's doing parodies.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's different.
She's not doing a parody,
She's
and
not.
it's not a. Yeah, you can't really call it a tribute either if you're not. You know, like you don't. When you're doing a tribute, you don't have to surpass the thing. If you can, that's awesome. But at least try to get somewhere in the ballpark.
so what with all of her songs up until The Life of a Showgirl, I wouldn't even recommend rewriting them. They're that bad. The lyrics are that bad. I
Yeah.
wouldn't try to rewrite them. But The Life of a Showgirl, there's something here.
Yeah,
And
she's writing about something.
when
that she's
she
felt.
becomes a decent writer, hopefully she will, if she keeps working at it, then she should rewrite The Life of a Showgirl, because there's something here.
Yeah, it might be worth it.
So-
but it's been 15 years or so now. Like, do we have to wait another 15 years? Like,
For her
when
to
she's
actually figure out what she's doing.
when she's
I don't know.
45 or
But
50
in this,
or
she
whatever.
talks about, she says, I'm immortal now, baby dolls. And it's like, I don't know if you're even going to be immortal in gay bars where they're transvestites are trying to, they'll do shows, they'll be Madonna or whatever, and right?
Yeah, I
It's-
can remember one gay guy had a video way back when. This was maybe in the late 80s, very late 80s, maybe close to 90, and he was doing Vogue.
Yeah, and James, on the other hand, does think that Taylor Swift is immortal now.
She will be. I think she'll be like Elvis, and not so much Garth
I'm not so sure,
Brooks.
because that's men. Men tend to, women don't.
Yeah, we'll see.
And she's going to lose her looks and her figure and all that. I mean, Cher kept it up, so you can keep it up like Cher. But is that really immortality? I mean, we reviewed Cher earlier this year.
Yeah, she never got to critical mass. I gotta give kudos to Cher for what was it? If I could turn back time, is that the one where she's on the battleship?
Okay, so anyway, but
my dad had seen the costume he was wearing, would have kicked the TV and.
Anyway. And if the economy turns bad, she can go back to country, but if she does, she's going to have to learn how to write lyrics.
You know, like Taylor, listen to some of Dolly Parton stuff.
Country women seem to hang on longer.
They hang on lots longer.
Stars, right?
You know,
so
like I've got a Loretta Lynn Christmas album. She's got all sorts of plastic surgery and facelifts and stuff like that, but she still sings okay.
All right, so now pull up Life of a Showgirl. I'm going to go over where it was wrong. Her name was Kitty.
Okay.
Name gets the accent, not her.
Her name, as opposed to someone else's name.
I bought a ticket.
His
Bought
name
gets
Kitty.
the accent, not I.
I bought a ticket, yeah. As opposed to you bought a ticket or she bought a ticket. Yeah.
And then the next line is she's dancing in her garters and fishnets. So all of a sudden the tense has changed.
Oh, so
There's
she did the
no
same
reason
thing in the
for
previous
it.
one. After 2 lines, she's shifting the tense.
Like I wrote down, showgirls aren't known for being witty. I doubt any showgirls have gotten keys to a city. These are just here for rhymes, chimes. What does it mean for a showgirl to have not done it legitly? And then the shift to tense is I bought a ticket and then she's dancing. And I was saying later on that she could have done something different. Like, I don't know where I wrote it down. But anyway.
You pros that work with her, I presume you're pros.
Like,
you have been getting your money illegitimately.
I remember what I thought it could be. I bought a ticket to see her in her garters and fishnets.
Yeah.
That would work. It's the same rhythm, and then you don't have the shift in tenses, because it can't be there. I waited by the stage door, and that's how she says it, the stage door.
The stage door, as
and
opposed
door
to the
actually
front door.
Gets the accent, not stage, there, and she does it again in this. So, packed in with the autograph hounds.
Did she say
really
packed
like.
In?
I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hound.
Okay, she actually says it right. Okay,
yeah, I think she does. No, she doesn't.
Yeah,
she says it wrong. She says packed.
Yeah.
Okay,
as
you caught
opposed
that.
to stuffed in or whatever. Yeah, it's packed in.
I do like the autograph hounds barking her name though.
That's actually what we.
But yeah, it's in, not packed. So then she said to me, said should get the accent, not she.
Then she said to me, as opposed to her bozo manager.
I like the softness, Peach and Kitten. Her father whored around like all men did. It shouldn't be did anyway. It should be do if you want to have it. But she kept the did.
The guys are better now. I don't think they are.
Assonance for tennis and Lennox. And anyway.
I think Lennox is actually a suburb of Los Angeles.
Wrong rhythm anyway. Men should get the accent, not. Wrong rhythm. Men shouldn't get the accent. All and did should.
All men did, or all men do.
Yeah. So
because it's all, and then the verb.
And then the stage door thing again.
Oh yeah.
But that's not what showgirls get. She says not.
It's
but
not
that should get the accent, not.
That's not what showgirl.
That one I'm a little.
That's not. Yeah, that's.
That
it
one
depends
you could
on
let
emphasis.
it go.
Yeah, it could be rhetorical.
So,
yeah.
where it is. I knew what to expect. Wrong rhythm. Two shouldn't get the accent. What should?
Okay, how did she say it? I knew what not to expect.
Yeah, I knew what to expect.
I knew what to expect. What are you talking? I knew what to. Would you ever say that, like in an argument or anything? It just maybe in an argument. But
Okay.
oh gosh.
You want to take a skate?
Okay,
that's
this
just-
one.
that
this,
one's really
This
bad.
is
We'll
what's
talk
called
about that.
catachresis, which is just like it's not even mixed metaphor.
No.
It's just a dumb metaphor. It's just, how could you say
And
it
then
on
threw
someone's
me
veins?
away. Wrong rhythm. Should be da 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 da. Through should get the accent, not then and me.
So how does she say it?
And then threw me away.
Okay, then threw me away.
Yeah.
And then
So
threw
there's
me away.
no way to really get around that one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 50 in the cast. Why would they say cast for Showgirls? Looking back, now past tense again, I bought a ticket to see her in her garters and fishnets. Would have been better. Yeah, I mentioned that. The end of a cigarette isn't worth wow. It's subtle unless it's the one in the dark in Rear Window.
Yeah, exactly right. That one has
that
impact.
one's wow.
Yeah.
The chorus is all right. I like that Kitty refers to Taylor Swift as a kitten.
Yeah.
She was a menace? Kitty? How? We didn't see that in the song. And the mother waited by the stage door. That's how it's written here.
Yeah.
Then that's obviously not what she means. Presumably she meant Kitty waited, but why would the preconditions listed bring her to that stage door? That's all mine. Feels like an afterthought, not necessary for anything other than the rhyme. So it's a letdown.
Yeah.
Who's saying, but that's not Taylor Swift, presumably? Who's leaving us for dead? The same they that gave Keys to the City?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She uses they kind of in the paranoid sense of the word. You know, it's they did this, they did that. And that's okay. People talk that way a lot.
I suppose. Yeah, and this song is more like chit-chat. The pearls of wisdom are like an albatross around her neck, like a dead weight, a reminder.
So how does she put it? She doesn't say albatross.
She put her something about the pearls of wisdom around her neck.
Around her neck. So, I don't know. Pearls of wisdom. It's a cliche, and then around her neck.
It is.
Like, what is that? Like she's trying to make something out of a cliche? It's good to make something out of a cliche.
Oh,
but
we
make
mentioned the
something
skate
out of it.
on the ice inside my veins. It doesn't work. There's no outside to skate on, for one thing.
Of a vein. No. It's all
Pun
inside.
on rip me off. They're trivializing her. How is she immortal when that's not the life of a showgirl? So then it all of a sudden changes right at the end. And she's like, oh, I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's like, okay. It doesn't quite make sense for the song. But I do like the way that it ends. When the song ends, I like when they're thanking and everything. That's lovely. This song hangs together way better than Ophelia. Unless there was an actual kitty from Lennox, Venice would have made a better rhyme with menace and tennis.
Yeah,
Even so,
I think Lennox might be a rundown neighborhood. It's south of Los Angeles. Venice is a place in Italy, but there's a Venice in
California.
Yeah, well, it's in Los Angeles, strictly speaking.
So even so, this whole stanza is pointless. So there was somebody else singing it with her in this, and I felt sorry for them because they had a lovely voice and everything.